Hi everybody, and I welcome you to House of Salon, Salon Suite Consulting and Development Services. Ladies and gentlemen, businessmen and women, entrepreneurs and investors, I would like to greatly thank you for coming to House of Salon, Salon Suite Consulting and Development Services. I'm going to be your number one go-to choice for your passive income. That's right, passive income salon suite needs. Let me introduce myself. My name is Frank Bernardo. I'm the owner, CEO of House of Salon, Salon Suite Consulting and Development Services. And I would like to give you a little bit about my history so you're comfortable with the company that you're dealing with right now. 25 years ago, I created the Salon Suite concept. 25 years ago, I put up the very first building in America, and 25 years to date, that building still stands strong and is running better than ever. I have developed several Salon Suite buildings of my own throughout the years. I've been consulting and developing Salon Suites across America and overseas for the last 18 years. And here's another key and vital point. I have a 35-year construction background, and that is absolutely vital in this business because you need to pick a company that has actually been in the trenches, from the ground up, and that's exactly what House of Salons has been doing. We have been in the trenches. So as far as picking a company with the most experience, I believe you came to the right place. So obviously, you're looking to brand your salon suite building after you, what you're about. You want your footprint on the building. Very, very understandable, but I do want to be very transparent with everybody out there. I do franchise. I own House of Salon, Salon Suite Franchising, and House of Ink, Tattoo Suite Franchising. And just to go over the differences between the franchise and the consulting company, well, obviously with a franchise, it's going to be my footprint, my blueprint, and that will be 100% successful. My 25 years of experience in the salon suite industry and the construction industry will most definitely dictate that. With the franchise, you obviously have to pay upfront franchise fees and royalty fees, but you're getting the absolute best proven package out there. But I also have a consulting and development firm for people who don't want a franchise, just like you right now. You're looking for a company that's going to be able to successfully guide you through the entire process from start to finish without any hitches. Ultimately, you are the boss. You make the final decision. But I would be remiss if, during the process, if I did not agree with you, if I said that's a bad idea, I would most definitely tell you that. But ultimately, you have the power because it is your brand. All right, we got the transparency out. So let's get into what separates House of Salon's consulting and development over the other consulting firms out there. The first, and I'm going to say this is the biggest glaring difference, is called evolution. House of Salons evolves. I'm on the forefront of constantly developing new inner suite designs. We have a classic series. We have an executive series. We have a luxury series. We have different floor plans that is going to cater to every single beauty professional's needs. And you most definitely have to have that in your arsenal. I also have developed and we incorporate entertainment areas within the building. Well, what exactly is an entertainment area? If you've been doing your homework and you have seen other consulting firms' websites, you don't see entertainment areas. What you see on those websites is you see rooms with straight walls, 5-foot hallways, and one waiting area. Well, let me tell you, that is no more than average. Average will always be average. If you put up an average building, again, average is average. You're giving that beauty professional, your wannabe tenant, too many choices between all the average salon suite buildings out there. And that goes for my competing franchising companies too. They're all still putting up the same footprint as they've been putting up for the last 12, 15, and 18 years. What worked back then does not work today. It's like any business. If you have a business and you fail to evolve, you could potentially die. So House of Salons evolves. We are the forefront. We are the designing. We are the leader in salon suite designing companies in the USA. So what's the number one thing that we need to achieve in this business? It's called tenant retention. Tenant retention is so key in this business. And why? I mean, obviously, it's our goal to keep tenants in our building. And how do we do that? Well, we're going to go back to evolution. It's about putting up the absolute best building with every amenity that the beauty professional needs, and the most important person to that beauty professional, which is their client. We have to give both of them the ultimate experience. And once you give that professional all the amenities they need and their client is happy, they can't go anywhere nicer. Now, there's a lot of other companies out there that they don't take that into the equation. They're just going to let you throw up a building. If you choose to just throw up a building because of budgetary needs, that's fine. We can do that, but I would highly advise you not to do that. And why? Because you may pick an area where there are no salon suite buildings, but will competition come? Competition will come. It might not be for a year or two, but competition's going to come. And if competition comes and they put up a better building than you, what might happen? You could lose tenants, because what competition is going to do is, if they're coming into your market, they're going to walk in your salon suite building. They're going to slide brochures under the door. They're going to DM them on Instagram and Facebook. They're going to do everything in their power to get your tenant to leave and go to their building. Well, how do we combat this? Well, it's very easy. It's by putting up the ultimate business, the ultimate building. I want you to remember one thing about these beauty professionals. You know, they are all currently working in some very beautiful salons. Some of these salons are gorgeous and they have volume. You know, now you're asking, your tenants or these potential tenants to come in and work in a 10 by 12, 10 by 14 room. Well, how do we combat that? All right, because they could tend to be a little suspect of that. Well, it's by giving the building volume and giving them the ultimate experience. You know, in other companies, they just don't put this into the equation. What House of Salons does is, I design a building to give them a better experience, not a lesser or an equal experience to the salon that they're leaving. I know they're excited because they're going to come into business for themselves, but you still have to have all the amenities for them. And that's what I bring to the table. We give both your tenant and the client the ultimate experience. And if you do that, again, it's tenant retention. They have no interest in going anywhere else. So I'm going to ask you after this video to just please scroll down and go to the description box below the video. I've got my website link on there. I want you to go on that website. You're going to get a lot more information on all the services that I'm going to provide in my consulting. You will be very gratified when you see what I have to offer. I'd love for you to look at not only the Salon suite buildings, but take a look at the tattoo suite buildings. Now, the tattoo suites, this is a brand new, groundbreaking opportunity in the market. You know, just like when I developed the Salon suite concept 25 years ago, there are now thousands of buildings up across America, and I've now developed the same concept for the tattoo artists. They all need a home. What tattoo artists are doing right now is they're infiltrating into salon suites because they don't have a place to go. But I call that oil and water. Tattoo professionals, they really don't want to be working in a foofy salon suite building, and the beauty professionals really don't want the tattoo artist to work in their building. But what I did is I developed an incredible concept that caters exactly to the tattoo artist. And best of all, there's no competition. If you already own salon suites out there and you want to diversify your portfolio, I can't think of a better way. Diversify your portfolio with tattoo suites. Again, there is no competition. And the tattoo artist, by leasing a tattoo suite, they're going to put in $40,000 to $50,000 more a year in their pocket. So if you want to be the only show in town, the only show, all right, with the tattoo suite buildings, I think that that's something you need to look at. So again, go to that website, get acclimated, get comfortable, and then it's going to take you to pick up the phone and give me a call. I want to hear your plan, and you want to be more comfortable with me. Together, all right, we're going to put up the most ultimate salon suite or tattoo suite building on just what might be the absolute best move of your life.